Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. I spent a good while trying to figure out how to beat this fight because it was either that, redo my party and hope for a better team setup, or redo the entire DLC, and I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not going that far anyways, so I think I finally got it going, but it's probably gonna be a bit frustrating once I reveal why. You see, I had to straight up turn down all the difficulty settings, turning off criticals, reducing the damage dealt. I know some consider this a rather illegitimate way to beat it, but if it's any consolation, I'm still far, far from an optimized run. Even checking a guide afterward, I found, oh, I missed like 5 different, I missed a bunch of different quests and some very unique items. In fact, apparently doing the tower quest gives you some extremely, extremely powerful items that would be very helpful in the main story. But unfortunately, that's, I should also probably update the, Twitch to hear of it. There we are. Because, alright. This isn't usually a dead play Pathfinder on, but I want to get this done, so see the ending and such before I play with Jasper tonight, so we're going to be doing that. As you can see, this guy's almost dead. The boss is, Marcus Imoladia is, well, first of all, I found out apparently she's not undead. This explains why my anti-undead stuff was not working. Yeah.
Strike as one.
Finally. Yeah, as you can see, I had to turn off everything. I had to turn off power attack. For the monk, I had to turn off the, what's this? Fang gives all natural weapon on strike and its rolls. Oopsie. Yeah, as you can see, I'm selling a lot of stuff distractions. That Mimic has an ability that lets it summon an ooze on attack, as you saw last time when I did a bunch of fights. Yeah, I had to turn off the crane style because that's another penalty here. I cannot afford to take penalties on that.
Do not hold back.
There we are. And like all the skulls, Marcus Emeledia focuses on coup de grace finishing moves above all else, which is a little annoying. Sickness. Also, this enemy is not undead despite being a floating skull, apparently. Which explains why the anti-undead didn't work, so it's a little annoying.
We shall overcome.
Wow, that was awful. Yeah, I shouldn't have put him in there. Whoops. And eventually one of them's gonna get a natural 20, right? All creatures, Veil of Heaven. For Paladin level, I don't think this does anything, but whatever. That's not an outsider.
Attack!
Oh, well, come on, I attacked! Whatever. That's a lot of natural ones. Yeah, as you can see, the RNG is not liking me very much.
Magritium Turinos.
Fine, that's some damage.
Strike as one.
Natural 20s are such a... Need to get natural 20 was crazy.
Do not hold back.
Oh, their time ran out.
We shall overcome.
Yeah. It's a flanking bonus at least. Fort save made.
Attack.
There we go. Freaking finally, the monsters are dead and the sounds of battle have faded. All you hear is the blood rushing your ears and the rustling of leaves of the unfamiliar plants around you. Right, our main character knows this is the first world, but this character does not. Who are you? The silence is broken by the measured clapping of a heavy pair of hands. Clapping slowly. Oh no, it's that horrible clapping thing. A human-like creature emerges in the clearing, wearing a full helmet decorated with heavy horns. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel the thick darkness under the helmet, studying you with curiosity.
Bravo. That was an exceptional victory. Not many mortals would have managed to get this far. Not to mention killing 2 of my vassals. I'm impressed. Such feats deserve a reward.
Horn Hunter.
Call me the Horned Hunter. I have other names, but today you'll have to make do with that one. I am the true creator and master of this dungeon.
Ah, so it wasn't Imoladia who made it.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me? You may do so. You have earned the right.
What is this place?
We are on another plane, the world of Fae. It is often called the First World. Or do you mean the dungeon through which you've just passed? This is Lost Larn Keep, my gate between the 2 worlds.
Ah.
Once it was a castle of the proud Taldan Empire. Then it became the zoo of a sorceress who dreamed of other worlds. And finally it became my toy. I hid it under the ground and quietly persuaded the locals that this is the resting place of their precious Cyclops leader.
Man, whoever voice acted this really knows how to get that inflection down. He's just so casual, and yet there's something wrong with it. So what'd you do with Varnhold, my companions?
Me? Nothing. That horrible vision your commander saw was merely that, a vision. When he returned home, he found Varnhold safe and sound. The wizard followed him. The 2 were about to muster a force to dig you up, but suddenly changed their minds and went elsewhere. Indeed, they've only just set off. Many exciting adventures await them.
Alright, so this tome, the Charon that never existed. Interesting. They're gonna muster force to change their minds. That means that something's gone on in the main story, which we've yet to run into. So the tomb and the gift, they never existed?
Oh no, both exist. They're not far from here, in the mountains to the southwest. I'll tell you more. The dusty lich has already awakened and the hunt for his treasure begins, but alas, he will not be joining the others.
Is that what this is all about? The next one's gonna be the Dusty Lich. And this explains why the menu hints always say, yeah, find the Flakieri. It won't instantly kill the Lich, but it's necessary to defeat them. In which I'm guessing means that it's the item that revives them, so the death will only stick if you kill them while it's already gone.
Ah, if you only knew what a wonderful endgame I have planned. You know what? I guess there's no harm in telling you that secret as well. But first, try to guess. Who was the key piece in the game of chess I played at Varnhold?
Key piece in the game of chess at Varnhold? Me?
Don't flatter yourself. You are but a pawn. Just got to the end of the board by some chance. Truth be told, you aren't supposed to be here at all. The entire chain of events, everything that has happened and what will happen, was put in motion by Gunderson. That tireless knight, small but quick, keeps jumping onto squares where he's not expected. It was I who pointed the way to the tomb of the Cyclops ruler. Without me, he might have wandered through the mountains for the rest of his life. I summoned the darkness that opened the gates of the tomb. I led him to the treasury, from which he took but one bracelet, or rather a ring from a sleeping finger. The sleeper immediately felt the thief, awoke from his death-like slumber,
I guess I should have realized that.
and set them forth on a chase. Such a knight's move would make any chess master jealous. Just don't ask me why I did it or what's going to happen next. What kind of player would I be if I revealed all my plans? But believe me, with each day the stakes rise higher. Game grows more and more interesting. Oh no, both exist. They're not far from here, in the mountains to the southwest.
What's your purpose in this?
Would you believe me if I told you I did it on a whim? As a joke? Would you believe that I've been playing this game for ages just to see the expression on your face?
I believe you. They're famous for their pointless jokes.
Oh, this is not at all
Pointless
pointless.
jokes.
You simply cannot appreciate the beauty of the irony. The lives of mortals like you are far too short to enjoy the depths of a truly epic joke.
Alright, well, you've told me about your game. What do you want from me now?
You haven't found what you seek here, but you still deserve a reward. I know what it is you really want most in your heart, and I will make that wish come true. Deep down, you truly are a hero, aren't you? You don't like making deals with monsters and the followers of dark gods. You seek power, but not to impose your will onto others, no. You need it to destroy the monsters. Well, I can grant you this power. Take it from my hand, and become the defender that Varnhold deserves.
Unfortunately, there's going to be a bit of a spoiler here. While looking for ways that could potentially give me the edge against the final boss, which, by the way, almost all of it was arcane magic, which would have been a lot easier to appreciate had I not just had my wizard taken from me, leaving me with absolutely no access to arcane magic, except for magic device. But, yeah. Unfortunately, while all these answers suck, agreed to a phase deal, and the portal would try to run away, or try to attack him. As you can guess, none of these end well, but one of them is less bad than the others, and so for the purpose of keeping things interesting, I'm going to go with the least bad one. He holds out his hand and you're bathed in bright light. Realistically, I'm not sure this character would give it, but then again, after such a desperate fight, it's hard to say. Well, no, I don't think they would, but like I said, for the most interesting outcome, you want to select that one.
As long as there are monsters in the world, it will need a hero. As long as that hero stands guard, the torrent of monsters will be unrelenting. You shall defend Varnhold without rest or sleep until the master of these lands allows you to leave your post.
Notice how he's the master of these lands and not the master of Varnhold. Interesting. Willis is so Willis the key, but he didn't know. The heroes will long remember the bittersweet taste of this victory. Varnhold's lot. Even as I write these words, the Baron and all of Varnhold await news of the daring general who marched forth against the dark and mysterious threat in hopes of saving us all. The city's calm, and I would like to believe this is a sign that evil's been defeated. Vortikai. Oh my, that is an incredibly mysterious, isn't it? That's your lot. Varnhold's Lot DLC completed. I've been given even more spells than I ever thought. Oh wow, she truly has been powered incredibly. I see, so the companions you take die no matter what. Congratulations, you've completed Varnhold's Lot. The main story has been expanded. To experience them, wait for an audience with Magar Varn. Interesting. That's a very depressing ending, not gonna lie, especially since only your main character is able to go back, but you could very easily have played through with a party of your own favorite characters. Then again, I guess since that DLC came a while after the game, it's possible you might also go through it knowing that it's all doomed. Kind of like if you play through Thrakia 776 after playing Genealogy: The Holy War, you know that you're basically I guess it's not really a spoiler since the game's 20 years old or over 20 years old, but I should warn spoiler anyways. In Thrakia 776, you're helping a main protagonist with a rebellion that in Genealogy: The Holy War, you know for a fact ends badly. You end up having to just survive it and meet up with another resistance and join forces with them. So that was that's kind of what it reminds me of. Granted, your army in that game can survive, slightly changing the story of Genealogy that the Rebellion had a lot more survivors than in the normal story, so there is some things there that worked out a bit better, but dang. Alright. And now to return to Luce's story. My story. We've completed the Season of Bloom and stopped the Guardian of the Bloom's well, it's more like a forced shitty time.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Curse of Deterioration. Scroll of Enlarge Person. I should keep this one with me in case I need restoration for any reason. Feeble Body, this one here. Yeah. Good Hope and Prayer. Greetings. Just politics and affairs of the barony with you. Barony's role. Eldor and the brave are senseless. You'll more likely pull them out of trouble than the receiving end. The Stradivarius are smart, but they'll sell you out if they see profit in it. They're also unbearably boring. Yeah. Lander's been very aggressive in going after the others, but at the same time, you could argue that's just him doing his job. He's protecting us because he needs us as an ace in the hole. Well, he may be from an influential family, but that doesn't change that he still needs allies and influences of his own. I wouldn't pander, but I'd also avoid angering them until there's a good cause. Any news from Bravoy? I openly denounced you and your barony, nothing more than loud words, yet the swords are concerned about some of the freedoms you allow yourself. They're showing good face over a bad game. Lebeda remains neutral, but rest assured, once I return home, we'll wholeheartedly support the friendship. Now, what was I in the middle of here again? Cruel justice. Tectonic League as spies at the cavern. They'll shake him down and figure out what's going on. Sounds good to me. Yeah, Storyteller's been a huge asset. Tavern time. Looks like it's nighttime. That's alright. What we need more than anything right now is the cover of darkness to try and figure out exactly what's going on. There's Rengogar and Octavia. Let's do it. Kalana sits at the table calmly sipping beer. When she sees you, she raises her hand, although she spotted old friends. There you are, long time no see. Tell us what you're doing here, witch. How rude, I willingly came to bring you valuable information. How'd you like to have a face-to-face with Maestro Jonish? He's visiting these lands with some of his students and slaves. Oh, your eyes lit up there. Your face has given me all the answer I need. Remind me, who is this one? He spits on the floor. A wizard from the Tectonic League taught Octavia and me. We owe half of our scars to him. I have to admit, he did teach us magic well enough. I can't wait to see him again so we can thank him for it. What, was he the one who sent you here? In a matter of speaking, I suppose, though not exactly a send. It wasn't exactly me. One of his cronies was supposed to sit here and lure you into a trap, but that ran counter to my interests, so the Maestro's messenger is rotting away in the swamp, and I'm here instead to tell you, for absolutely free, how to avoid this trap. And why should we believe you? We have a common interest. Remember our last encounter? You may have spared my life, but that left me in deep shit. I knew that was going to happen. The expedition thwarted, valuable slaves lost. The Tectonic League is not very forgiving. Yeah. Yeah, for ones that profess their superiority are rarely, if ever, any good at protecting their own. I tried hiding in the River Kingdoms, but Jonash has a long reach. I won't get any peace while he breathes. It's a smart move then, to help his mortal enemies. Well, what do you two think? I think I still want to smash her smug face, but I want to gut that Maester even more. Of course, and if she's lying, she's doing a convincing job of it. The Technic League wouldn't really forgive a failure on that level. Gambits like that would be a piece of cake for them. There's definitely a catch here, but consider me hooked. Huh, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The fact she's alive at all impresses me. Yeah, I thought they would have executed her immediately. The catch will be on Maestro Jonish then, expecting you to come through the main door, or you get in through the back. Here, a map marked with the location of the lair and a schematic of the secret entrance. They won't expect you there. No thanks necessary. All in return for you is to find Jonish and lop up his head. Alright, we'll believe you for now, but if I ever see your ugly face here again... Oh boy, do you even think I have the slightest desire to see yours again? She stands. Have a nice day, my friends. I hope this is our last encounter. By the way, the beer you have here tastes like manticore piss, and I'm just saying, good luck with Jonish. The giant owlbear that almost destroyed the capital has become quite popular in his new role. I thought something new was in here. I'm guessing that, yeah, the official artwork for the game has a giant owlbear fighting most of the characters you can play as in the game, and I guess that the attack on the city is supposed to be the big one. I guess in a way it's good that I decided to protect the city first, plus it does match the usual question of what kind of baron are you? Octavia, the drunkest bullies, respectfully, no one cares. Brawl in her presence. At the very least, I'm sure the barony is very happy to hear that the Heron was able to stop the season of bloom and eliminate the one behind it. I'm sure many are still questionable about a Fey touch Baron, but at the same time, it's possible. We could easily pitch it as it took one to be... Only someone, a part Fey, would be able to handle all the powers of the Fey that were attempting to destroy us. I did ask a friend, and apparently owlbears are usually boss encounters in this game, so the fact they're throwing so many of us gives a pretty good implication of what kind of power we're expected to have now. And more importantly, it shows that the game does actually have some inflated HP values from the game, because a sorcerer, or even an underpowered one, using empowered spells should take a huge chunk out of them, while mine was barely doing any damage. Sheesh. Oh, right, this bastard. Sorry to be so crude, but, the more I found out about Seratine, the more I'm getting pissed off. You see, first of all, it wasn't just that he almost got his partner killed. And, by the way, the fact that he resigns afterward and vanishes from this plot tells me the devs probably expected you to either kill him yourself or that he died at the owlbear fight he was fighting. But, yeah, more importantly, my general thought about that is not only did he almost get his partner killed just for his petty revenge, but, by the way, when looking things up later, I found out one of those disasters I had to fix in my barony, yeah, that only exists because of this quest line, where indeed he curses more and more of her gear, the the swordsmith's gear, to ruin the barony with, which means I had to waste valuable time and assets just to protect everyone. He glares at you with astonishment. I didn't expect you here. How can I help you? You got mad for us. You figured it out. Yeah, lawful evil. I respect our deal. You're going to jail. You shouldn't have interfered. I'm amused that these are all evil when he just openly admitted to causing problems out of petty spite. But you know what? I'm fey-touched. I have the right to have my own whimsy. This guy has pissed me off, putting not only me in danger, because remember, that tool was meant for me, but also his partner, the people of the barony, all because of a shitty revenge. So that's how it is. Very well. I was prepared for this turn of events. Let's see how well you can handle my new friends.
Enemy approaching. This should do it.
Oh, come on. How's that not doing much damage? I should be able to handle this. Perhaps I should have focused on him specifically.
A calculated risk.
Oh, come on. How is that not dead? That was a critical, damn it.
This will hurt.
Oh, he's a magus just like me. Oh, you're really gonna... There, down. Ha! Mine are better. Vampiric Touch. With hitting your touch AC. There we go, I got some temp HP. I must admit, you're not bad. However... this is such a pain. Alright, let's stagger him. This is starting to be a pain. No, we'll just do something that can't fail. Oh, right, he's immune because of that shield spell. Alright, you're a fellow magus. I'm sure we can work this out. By which I mean, I'm gonna use haste on myself because I'm through screwing around. There we go. Huh. There's only one thing left to do, inform Nazrael of his fate. Scimitar, huh? Cloak of Resistance +2. I've already got one of those, but it's good to have. Giant Strength. Light Armor. This is really, really good stuff, honestly, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm pretty sure that screwed my alignment pretty hard, though. Chaotic Evil. Killed Sarah and on the spot. That was rather interesting and against everything else, but whatever. I'm still in the neutral good area, so whatever. Yeah, I've spent way too long playing around with him. Also, I thought the spell would last longer if I cast it before, but evidently it's not that easy. Immunity to poison. Alright, who has light armor who I can upgrade to this? I think bards can have light armor. Actually, let me check which proficiency she has. I don't want to give light armor only to find out she can't. Simple weapon proficiencies. Armor, light armor. Doesn't have light armor. Okay. Medium armor. Light armor, studded. Woodlands Aegis. Since I don't have Tristian leave at any point, I should probably upgrade his saves with this. Yeah, Tristian being... that DLC also taught me not to underestimate healing without having to worry about it potentially hitting an enemy by accident, because if I had gotten that, that might have been a much easier fight, because then I could just have a Gecko or whoever healing. Electricity resistance, cold, and deflection bonus. Enlarge once per day. Electrical aura. The Leviathan's gift. Maximize, I'll do maximal. Woodlands Aegis. Padded armor. Mithril chain shirt. This is a little heavier, but I think he can handle it. Yeah, perfect. He's still light, but he has much better protection. That's nice. That's quite nice. There we are. Gave her the arm. I could also have given it to her, since I try to keep her around where possible. I don't have anyone to give this giant strength to, so... Ironclad Will, heavy shield. That's not tower shield. There we go, our strength. Gift of Death. A kukri. Keen Scimitar. Oh wow, that's a nice, this is one hand or two? The damage is... It's a bigger spread. It's a bigger spread, but it has a much better crit range. And crits are kind of nice, especially since I just gave him increased strength. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. Swap it out. We'll give him the Scimitar. quite an honor. I know it's not much, but seeing the parade after we managed to save town from the season of bloom and that cuts in that little book animation was just kind of nice. Not all the heroes need to be appreciated, but nonetheless it is nice whenever when you come home and get hailed as a hero for it. That's been for a long time. Fellow Magus Rengogar. This was definitely going to be a short stream in terms of Pathfinders because travel 5 hours. Let's go report it. Yeah, I would admit I'm amused that betraying Varisk is lawful good, but arresting someone who just confessed to ruining your barony and petty revenge is evil. Granted, revealing that guy's family was actually a mafia family or whatever is kind of a big deal there. Sartini's dead. He had a vendetta for bankrupting his father. What a spectacular day. Thank you. How are things going in the blacksmith? Yeah, you have one day leave my domain. Wonderful. I fired my apprentices. I've had enough with Aratine. I work longer hours, of course, but every blade that leaves my forge is my personal responsibility now. Wonderful. I fired my apprentices. Greatest creation. The criminal's been drawn to the open and a reputation cleared. I'm gonna enjoy getting Knock Knock back in the party. It's fun watching a rogue deal about 11 billion damage as long as it's a... Well, as long as it's a sneak attack. If it's not a sneak attack, it'll do like 4. A cave in the mountainside. The surrounding area has been strangely quiet as the wildlife vanished without a trace. Steps so interesting. I can't find a path into that area for some reason. Tectonic League hideout. I guess we've got 2 weeks. Might as well take our time and travel around here. Interesting. We also can't go to Talon Peak that way. Oh, right. Do I have her spellbook set up yet? Yep, as I was expected, there's a bit missing. Favored schools. Darn, none of her favored schools. Haste is always good to have. Those are always so good. Ooh, she can have level 4 wizard spells. Beast Shape, is that really it? Bestow Curse, Remove Curse. Oh, those are awful. I mean, I guess Beast Shape will convert her to be the point she can actually fight, but she isn't exactly in a good spot to fight. Yeah, the opposition schools require you to take up 2 slots to make a curse, to make a spell, to add a spell from that. And she can't learn any Spixes yet, although it's good Disintegrate is in her preferred one. That said, it's important to remember the opposition schools are not forbidden, which means you can still learn them, they're just harder to do. It's available for claiming, so let's claim it. There we are, that's 2 more community. I can never have too many resources in my barony. The people need it, after all.
I need to catch my breath.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright, we're gonna rest here. Let's manage here. Intimidating posture. Enemies who are weaker will avoid facing him and won't attack your camp.
When we were slaves of the Technically, they taught us that the kobolds are descended from dragons. I still don't know whether or not it's true.
I can't imagine that something as magnificent and menacing as a dragon could spawn something so small and ridiculous as a kobold.
Looks like we're not attacked for once. Then again, I guess Rengogar's ability is kind of nice. I do really like the Mega stuff, especially now that the build is really coming together. Literally feels like he's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Especially when I actually remember that oh yeah, Magus casts and performs melee at the same time. Isn't that nice when that happens?
That is not far.
You can count on me. I'm not afraid.
You know, I've learned to seriously appreciate enemies that don't. Damn it. Hey, stop. Excellent. That hurt him. There we go. Summon down. Full round attack. Ah. Guess I might as well take all of this. Ring of Protection +1, eh? Looks like we were in fact able to get the drop on them. So I guess sparing her was the right decision in the end after all.
Face me if you dare.
Now, I should have a leap attack now, right?
Tear them apart!
64 damage, holy crap.
Let's try this way.
What the? Ah! They've been added to the fight, but they already lost over half their HP. Nice. Has splattered. I attract a lot of attention, it would seem. Dire Wolf. Let's make sure they don't miss the cleric. There we are. Sure, let's just take all this.
What's that?
Chocolate ice cream. Chain lightning. Scimitar. How's the compared to his current one? The damage is higher, but that critical hit rate. Normally to critical, you need to hit a natural 20, but if it's like 18 to 20 means even rolling an 18, I can get the roll to confirm crit from that. But 15 to 20 is a kind of a huge one if we're completely honest, even if it's slightly less damage. I think, yeah, taking slightly less damage for a better shot at criticals will be in my best interests. So I'm gonna risk it. Might as well take this natural armor. Or scroll here. Dagger +1. Carved urn. Gift of death. Oh, Octavia. Let's see, what's this now? Scroll of heroism. Chain lightning. Copy to spellbook. Horrid wilting. Evaporates moisture from causing flesh to wither or crumble. Deals damage per caster level. Devastating to water elementals and plant creatures. Why not? She's my main wizard after all. And I get the sense that she's not going to be leaving me partway through.
Anything is possible.
Time for fun?
They're hard focusing me pretty hard. But good. I can actually handle this. Good, he failed that save. Let's make sure everyone's debuffed. I think that was worth it, just to get rid of him. And now that Bard is limited in what he can do. A little risky, but yeah, Tristan could eat it and be fine. Will save obtained. There we go. Ooh. Good damage there. That'll just heal everyone without much risk. Well, since that one's dealt with. There we go. Make sure it doesn't miss. Man, hard to believe these guys were such a huge threat at the start of the game. Actually, look how many magic weapons these guys have. They would absolutely be a massive threat if I wasn't careful. I see. This is supposed to be the front I would go in normally. And so I'd be dealing with them, but because I went in the back...
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Just fireball. By all means, go after Rengogar. He can handle this. Interrupted. Unfortunate. You know, my mages aren't the only ones with fireballs. I should have greater invisibility, don't I? That's displacement. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's from just a moment ago, so no point in risking it. Alright, Amir has been slowed.
Time for fun.
Oh man, with the rogue down, he can't get any sneak attacks. That's one down we don't have to worry about. There we go.
Open.
Left yourself open. Yeah, this team feels so much better than the one with the DLC.
They go down.
No risks. Yeah, let's not risk the chance of this failing in any way, shape, or form. Help. Oh, I was wondering if I'd open that myself or it'd open on its own. How cute. You think you guys can handle me? Maestro John comes to greet you. So you managed to track down my messenger, locate this place, and make your way here. Impressive. Very impressive. I see all that training was not in vain. You old scumbag playing your games. You think we don't know this is a trap? Ha! We're ready for anything. Oh, of course it is. Not for you, though, my darling. Octavia or Rengogar, you've surpassed my expectations. I can't help but feel pride in such students. I speak to you now not as slaves. No, you're deserving of freedom. You've proven I could speak to you as equals. I invite you to become members. You'll become my left and right hands. You could have all things the shabby baron could never offer you. Money, slaves, power, access to secret knowledge and artifacts. We simply require a small entry fee. He points at you. His head. Whoa, that's the one thing I wasn't ready for. But listen up, you old piece of shit. Do you take us for brainless idiots here? You think we got through all your training and didn't learn the most important lesson? Looks Octavia. Lesson 1. Never trust Maestro Johnish in anything. Lesson 2. Hate Maestro Johnish with all your heart. Enough talk, old teacher. We're here to pass our final exam. Yeah, I get the sense he was lying, even...
What the golem?
Yes, please, go by all means, go after the, yeah, by all means, please go after our, yeah, by all means, go after her a barbarian. I best protect myself here.
You're using it wrong.
Alright, what am I doing here? Yeah, using it wrong. Absolutely need shocking grasp up here. I'm really impressed with how much damage my Magus is doing now that the build's finally online. Anything good here? Let's get something to annoy the hell out of you folks. Alright, Hamir, I'm trusting you to take care of him. This should hold you.
Let's see what they're made of.
Sneak attack.
Bring it. Repent.
Well, that was easy. What are you waiting for? He's getting away. We'll catch him. We need to set these poor people free first. Forget them. Can't you see the scum's getting away? Ray, we can't leave them. We used to be slaves too, and we freed ourselves. We owe nothing to these people. Wake up. Living people are burning right in front of you. How can we just sit here and let them die? Octavia's right. You didn't free yourselves on your own. Remember, these people need our help. We can't save everyone. We can't let this asshole go. Chaotic good. But Josh, alright, fine. Let himself himself back. Callistra's not blind. He'll get his. Enough chatting. Let's pull these idiots out of the fire. I love you. After giving Rengogar a quick hug, Octavia rushes to the help of the chained slaves.
All according to plan.
Oh, I just have to talk to them to free them.
In due time.
That's the last one. Alright, there's still one over there. Freed all the slaves from the fire. Hey, stop. He's gone. He kicks the door frame and spits on the floor. It's alright, we'll settle the score later. No, we won't. It's over. We'll never see him again. He knows we're stronger. He won't risk it. But Reg, that's wonderful. Do you realize what he said? He's afraid. The great Maestro John just ran away with his tail between his legs. He's running to the farthest corner of Numeria to sit and hide for the rest of his life, afraid we'll ever come after him. You're right. He's gonna see us in his nightmares the rest of his life. Search Josh's study. Well, his desk is the most obvious place to start. Well, 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 what have we here? Reg, take a look at this. What's this? Callistra's tits. This is interesting. He's in such a hurry, he left behind something pretty interesting. What'd you find? These are his ledgers, accounting for the last 10, 20, yes, 30 years. You know what this means? What? No treasure maps? Not even a little? How do you understand? This is somewhere in these pages of me and Octavia. When we were bought, how much from where, maybe even from who. I'm not interested in my tribe, really. I already know who they are. Pieces of shoe to sell children to slavery. But it might be interesting to pay them a visit, spit in their faces personally. It'll take some time to make sense of the ledger. We may not find anything, or we may find something we regret ever looking. But I still want to know the truth. I want to understand who I am and what I came from.
Done and done.
Figurine, unidentified item, old letter. What's this? Maestro Johnish. The problem is finally solved. We have an incident report on all damages sustained by our organization. Company of Technomancers and the robotic escort destroyed the command, finally eliminated this nuisance. I regret to inform you that very few of our men have survived the assault. The Myrmidon and lower class robots have been reduced to parts, and only one of our two precious annihilators is still in service, although heavily damaged and beyond our repair. At the very least, this disaster in Numeria is finally closed for good, and complete reports will be sent to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, I could shed light on the main lines of inquiry at play. For the moment, this seems to have been the work of a small group of powerful and well-organized individuals, referred to as the 5 disasters, until further information. One android, unregistered with 4 arms and heavily customized cyberware, which is what allowed it to cause such heavy damage and often fatal explosives. We've not been able to repair and put it to use, so we've been able to exist track as a chunk of nanite cloud. What seemed to be a female angel possessing wings and holy aura who greatly delayed the execution of disasters through sustained curative powers. With their support, disasters seemed to heal faster than they could be damaged. A female devil or similar beast, horns, tail, pointed fangs, extremely nimble, was the last to fall, even though her outfit did not seem to match those of her peers. She seemed untouchable until the Annihilator obliterated the general region she was in. Human female with strange powers, attacking with a combination of bow and singing, seems to have caused sporadic mutations. This last case is quite unusual, resists classification. Elven, male, or half-elf in appearance, threw himself in the fray, drooling with rage, unleashing a storm of steel with a bladed handgun. Between 2 assaults, the android scratched and barely into a 6-armed creature made of water, wreaking havoc among our ranks. The aforementioned disaster seemed to be behind the deaths of our agents. Their true intentions and motivations still unknown. Our teams have been unable to be assaulted without a word. Despite this hard blow, you'll be happy to know our Octavia should be resumed by the time this message reaches you. Gears rule. What's this now? The nanites in this item provide the wearer with abilities. 1 bonus to all attack rolls with bombs. Owner, hope, owner. Catalyst, owner's bombs. Okay, so this is for, this is for Jubilost. Wonderful. Maestro's Diary. Wand of Echolocation. Well, 15 slaves are delivered from Mustalav. The order made 40. More than half died on the way, and the rest came with a disease. I sent them to the lab. They weren't good for much else anyways. We changed the barracks to get rid of the disease, burned the old to the ground, one to the ground along with the ones that remain there. I doubled my order for new ones. Deliveries of spring, worthless, stupid dreams. Again, same wench as before, all night long, promised me a crown and throne in exchange for some piece of garbage from the stolen lands. The location, kind of crown she never mentioned. I prepare. The agents have dragged themselves behind. The Fae keeps bargaining. Now she's offering me all the secrets of the first world for some artifact. Now Narissa comes during my midday nap. She's so impatient. Reg and Octavia found themselves a new owner. I should have guessed it would end like that. So many years, so much effort wasted. I'm going crazy. Narissa keeps hiding her face for the 3rd night in the row. I'm trying to sleep. I'm dustier to breathe. My dream is short. Hurts, but got what I've been craving. A light touch from Narissa was all I needed. She gave me a chance. My head won't touch a pillow again. I'll not disappoint my mistress. Kill the Baron. I won't touch a pillow again until I kill the Baron. Ah! So once again, this is the work of her. So once again, this is the work of that woman. That mysterious Fae. Oh, looks like it's time for the team to meet up, so it's a bit short, but I did at least finish the DLC. So I'll be right back. Alright, we'll be right back, and then I'll be doing a multiplayer game with my buddy Jasper. Alright, sorry for such a short one if you only care about Pathfinder Kingmaker, but I was really excited to finish the DLC and get going. So next time we'll be seeing what this Varnhold vanishing is all about. Alright, just saved. But until next time, thank you for watching, and if you're watching this live, stick around and wait, and you won't have to wait long.